I pull in money, recruits, just a combat siphon. Rubbing my nose in bloody battlefield dirt. All for revenge. Every night, my mind screams. I feel it in my soul, my body, even my face. The time I've lost, the comrades I've lost, won't stop hurting. It's like they're all still there. You feel it too, don't you? And love is a battlefield.
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 Love's a bloody battlefield.
Love.
What? Love is a battlefield.
I'm gonna make you give back my past.
They say love is a battlefield, but you know what I say? Don't touch our nuts. Don't touch our nuts.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Boy Detectives Presents. My name is Anthony Zonfrelli.
And I'm Will Van Antwerp, and I'm on a different side of this show.
Hey, look at that.
Oh no!
Thanks, Matt. Shout out to Matt, doing all the work behind the scenes.
I'll never forgive you, Matt.
Will, congrats again. You're on a tear. I think you've won 2 of the last 3.
I think that we have, and I think that we even have video proof to show it. Matt,
from the TV Anti-Heroes draft.
Well, well, well. If it isn't me, Victor of last week's Anti-Hero draft, the character that you love to hate. That's right. I won. I was victorious. That makes me winner 2 of the last 3 weeks. Isn't that right, Roger? Yes, very good. And after tonight's draft, it will be 3 of the last 4. Ha 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 ha! All right, buddy, you can get done.
Dude, have you considered acting? I think you could be one of those TV anti-heroes.
I've never considered acting, and I never will. Please, I'm better than that, and I want a profession with honor.
Well, TV Anti-Heroes was last week. On to this week. It is Valentine's Day weekend. And you know what that means. It's time to draft vehicles with some dudes. Please welcome to the show, Chris Kaufman and David Thomas.
Greetings,
hey,
gentlemen.
guys.
It's the weekend.
It is the weekend on Tuesday night. Welcome to the show. We're drafting vehicles, and Chris, this was your idea because it sure as hell wasn't mine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's correct. I actually proposed that we draft motorcycles, and the brilliant Will was wondering if there were 24 different types of motorcycles that we could possibly draft.
I don't know. Harley Davidson.
That's what I said.
Yamaha. End of list of motorcycles.
Yeah, and those last two are dirt bikes.
So yeah, I'm excited to participate in this draft. I'm feeling confident. I'm just gonna say.
Yeah, I think you have every right to. David, you are now roped into drafting vehicles as opposed to motorcycles. Which would you have rather drafted?
I would have preferred dirt bikes, to be honest.
Me too, man. Me too.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk your experience with vehicles. How many different vehicles have you driven?
Driven.
Or ridden?
I drove a duck boat once.
Oh,
one.
Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Never a car. Never a bike. Only a duck boat once. So I got one.
Cool. Very cool.
All right, Matt, if you could hop over to my screen, we have each chosen our team names and coaches. Will, would you do us the honors of starting us off?
Yeah, so usually as a team name, I like to do some sort of really funny pun that ties together the subject of the draft and football. So this, I don't know if it necessarily qualifies as a pun, but it's got two meanings. It's a real thinker. Lambeau leap, right? You know, like the leap that you do when you score a touchdown at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, and then also, you know, pertaining to Lambo, the vernacular for Lamborghini. And then a coach, Ricky Bobby, right? Obviously, one of the greatest drivers of our generation, great sense of humor, and the mindset to win, right? Mm-hmm. If you ain't first, you're last, and that's how I view the football season.
Very good. Very good. David, how about your team?
Yeah, so my coach, it's going to have to be somebody who inspires the team, and truly, he may not provide much feedback, but he's always there to get the blood pumping. So for the team, Angry David, I choose my coach as the Coma Doof Warrior from Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah.
The guitar player on Bungees.
Yeah.
Yeah, the crazy guy. I think is he blind? Is that a thing?
He is blind. As far as I know, he doesn't talk, so he's not really calling plays or making decisions. He's just there wailing on his guitar the whole time. But everyone's gonna be pumped up.
He just doubles as a sick halftime show.
Yeah, I didn't know how to put that either.
I can't imagine he can hear very well being behind those speakers either. So he's probably not going to offer a whole lot.
I think he makes up for it with those sick riffs.
Okay.
He inspires the team. It really is not what the coach does, most importantly.
Yeah.
All right, that was Angry David. My team is the Dodge Rams. You know what that's a pun on. I don't have to explain it. And my coach is Sir Topham Hatt, Sir Bertram Topham Hatt. The conductor, also known as the Fat Director, the Fat Controller in canon of Thomas the Tank Engine. I looked up his wiki on Thomas the Tank Engine wiki, and says he's quite a strong character and will remind the engines that he is in charge if they start to rebel against his authority. But he does not stand bullying. Even though he's usually serious, he does enjoy a good jolly laugh. Now, the other reason why I picked him is because you figure, look at him. Now look at the two coaches from this year's Super Bowl.
Oh.
Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh? If they can do it, Sir Topham Hatt can do it.
The only way I can tell them apart is that one has two of them and one has one of them.
That's right.
Yeah. Right?
What's his name? Andy Reid. That's
right.
Andy Reid and Bruce Arians.
That's him at a wedding. The Topham Hatt close.
Yeah, right. Topham hat. I am not body shaming Sir Topham. That is canonically his name is Fat Controller on the wiki. And Chris, your team.
Yes. So my team, again, just speaking to my confidence, my team name is Eat My Dust. I don't have any concerns about this draft at all. And as the leader of this successful draft, I picked Ken Block. Ken Block, yes, that guy. Started DC Shoes. Also, he turned San Francisco into his own personal playground. And, oh, yes, just maybe go halfway through that video. Yeah, so he's just in a car. They blocked out. This is a Sunday morning in San Francisco. He spent, I think it was like $6 or $7 million to do this. Monster paid for much of it. But they blocked off the entire city of San Francisco for him to basically drive around in this rally car. It's amazing.
Wow.
What's funny is that I almost put San Francisco streets as my defense. Not anymore.
No,
That's a good one.
my coach can handle it.
Kind of a side note. I don't know what Monster's marketing budget is, but it has to be pretty egregious because in college, my apartment was sponsored by Monster, and we just got a shipment of like 24 cases of Monster every month. And
What?
Your
we just like we didn't know what
Your
to do with it.
apartment?
By the end, it was just piling up in like one of the extra rooms.
What?
Wait, what do you mean your apartment was
Yeah, what was the
sponsored by
return on
Monster?
that?
Yeah.
We were supposed to give the Monster out at parties and stuff, and then people would be like, "Oh, Monster! Oh, this new flavor, it's really good." But we never
Okay.
did that, obviously. But
You
then
just
it
drank them.
started piling up. We just threw like when we moved out, we threw out probably $800 worth of Monster.
One case.
All right. Well, let's determine this this draft order here.
Oh yeah.
We hope he's got the need for speed in this run to be, on theme, and we don't.
Oh, no.
All right, it's a slow one.
Hello, Anthony.
We're all slow here. There we go.
Wow.
Taking-
I mean, I should be winning.
Chris, well, David's
Yes.
out front now. Okay.
Why am I not winning? I don't understand this program.
Look at this.
Chris, you just have to focus harder.
It looks good.
Go, 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 go.
Doing it. Come on. No.
This seems accurate so far.
Oh my God. This is like that Mario Party game.
Ah!
Oh, there it is. Yeah, the last 40%. That's where I
No!
excel.
No.
No,
Come
no, no.
on.
Okay. Oh,
Come on.
no,
Yes.
no, 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 no,
Yes.
no, no, no,
Yes.
no, no,
Come
no,
on.
no, 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 no. All right. As long as I just have to hold
Yes.
out, Will.
When does it stop?
Will,
Oh, okay.
Will, slow down.
I'll never
It's
slow
the back
down.
of the end zone.
Here we
Trick
go.
shot.
It's the final
No,
push.
no,
It's
no.
the final push down. All right. Okay. I think you're safe.
Pushed out. Looks like I fell. Come on. Okay, good. All right. All right. David, Chris, B, Will.
I thought you had the speed settings figured out, man.
Oh, we'll get there.
I kind of wish that took like 10 minutes.
You know what? Everyone in the chat does until it does take 10 minutes, and then
Yeah.
no one's going to be happy.
Right.
David, first overall, no pressure. Start
Okay.
us off.
Now, I don't watch a whole lot of football, but personally, it seems smart of me in my very first pick in the draft to pick a kicker, right? That's definitely because you know what? That ball gets kicked every game. And if someone's going to be doing it, there's got to be somebody who's good at it. So frankly,
Can't
that's
beat
why.
that logic.
Right. And also with your kicker, you don't want them to be tackled because obviously then they can't kick. And what better defense against being tackled is but being invisible. And that's why
Oh my God.
my kicker is going to be Wonder Woman's invisible jet.
Okay.
Because
Your
you
kicker?
won't- Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's break that down.
Yeah.
What?
I don't hate the pick number one overall, but the position.
Yeah. No, because if Wonder Woman's invisible jet, if the invisible jet was holding the football, you'd still know where to go. But if the kicker's invisible, you don't know what path it's going to take.
The ball's literally stationary.
Yeah.
And they kick it
they
off
can just
of
get the ball?
ground. It's never an issue.
Yeah. Everyone knows that the ball's going to go to the placeholder, and then the ball's like the alignment. The alignment of the players is very clear whether they're either punting or kicking a field goal. So invisibility actually does
very
not
little
help
trickery involved.
at all.
Well, okay, other kickers are prone to injury, but if they're invisible, they'll never get tackled. So really,
maybe the least injured position, I would say.
I'm feeling pretty good about this. Wonder Woman is
100% right. The only position for the invisible vehicle was wide out, because then they could run routes. They have no idea where it is, and they can throw it up. Well, I guess it'd be hard for the quarterback to know where it's up.
Right. Well, I guess that's just a predetermined area.
Yeah. Well, now you don't know if they're going to do an onside kick or not.
Well, even
doesn't matter. You just watch the ball. But also, well, let's see. We do have some synergy here because your coach is blind.
Yeah.
So he's the one that this affects the least.
Exactly.
So maybe that's good.
Right.
I'm trying.
Yeah. You're trying. I'm feeling good already. Angry David is off to a great start.
All right. It's your pick.
All right.
Yeah. So I'll stand by my confidence in Eat My Dust.
Huh.
So my strategy is I'm going to go for a running back first.
Mm-hmm.
Running backs, they need to be quick. They need to be agile. And so I'm going to pick the Ducati Superleggera V4. That's a motorcycle, Will.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Thank you. Yes. It's one of the fastest motorcycles that you can buy, and that's actually raced. It's 240 horsepower on a bike that weighs a little under 400 pounds. It goes 0 to 60 in less than 2 seconds. So just count 1, 2, and you're at 60. It's a beautiful, wonderful machine.
I'm sure its sporty time is great.
That all sounds great, but you know what? It's not invisible. Everyone can see where that bike is.
But again,
because it's visible.
You made it your kicker, so it doesn't fucking matter.
We got to tackle the kicker. I can't find him.
Well, we kicked the ball. We don't have to worry about the kicker anymore.
Chris, are you going to draft any more Ducatis, or can I just put Ducati?
I will. I may draft one other Ducati. So,
all right, so what was this called again?
This is the Superleggera, 2 G's. Super Leggera.
Crotch rocket in parentheses.
Right. Or just V4.
Everyone sees it coming.
Thank you, Brett, and you're correct.
There's a lot of compliments for me in the chat too, but Matt's not throwing those up, so you know.
I think Matt can read the tone with which you're being complimented.
All right. I am also going to draft a running back, and I am going to go in a slightly different direction. I'm not going to go necessarily for speed. I'm going to go for power, and I'm going to draft Gravedigger, the monster truck.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He's a tight end for me.
He's got a great vertical. Honestly, he can run people over, and also he's really resilient. If you watch, he's got tremendous balance. See, there's the hurdle. He's got hurdling ability, but also
flipped over.
He sticks the landing. Yeah, Gravedigger was number 1 on my board. I'm glad he fell. And he's my running back.
It's a good pick, but with those wheels, you can really see it. So
yeah, I'm not worried about it. He's pretty strong.
Okay.
Most football players are visible, and it hasn't been truly detrimental to their careers. So I have confidence in Gravedigger.
Where does Gravedigger rank on your favorite Dave Matthews songs?
When I said it, I almost said it's not just an obscure Dave Matthews song. I'm going to draft a monster truck Gravedigger. It's probably like 12th.
I would have said 12.
All right.
That's pretty. All right, cool. All right. I can't believe that this pick fell to me. I'm very excited to take at quarterback the DeLorean from Back to the Future.
Damn.
And my reason for taking that, besides it being a sexy ass 1980s sports car, is that it can see the future, right? And what more do you want out of your quarterback than to be able to go forward, see exactly how a play is going to go one way or the other, and then come back to the present, which is what the movie should have been called, and make the right play. I also could have taken him a kicker, David, but I decided to use that power at a position of more importance.
You won't be laughing when you keep losing by 3 points.
Where did that field goal come from?
They were in field goal formation, but then the ball.
I'm loving the idea of seeing the football sitting there, and then all of a sudden it's flying.
I mean, if you just kind of like go like that when you watch a football game, that is what happens, and it wouldn't change anything.
All right, because everyone's going to do that. You could do that for every running back play too.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, the thing though is, Will, if you think about the movies, they actually use that car to go into the past more than they did into the future. I mean, I know it has the capability of going to the future, but
yeah.
So you can you get to play Monday morning quarterback in the game.
That's the thing. They're going to need to utilize both aspects, right? They're going to need to use the ability to go to the future, and then again utilize the ability to go back to the past in order to execute in the present correctly.
They could maybe go in the past to try to figure out where that invisible kicker is.
You know, for a pick that you don't like, everyone's talking about the invisible kicker. So really,
it's going to be a bit for the next hour. It's not going away.
I'm going for ticket sales with this team.
How? There's no jersey. It's invisible.
What team is angry, David? Oh yeah, the invisible kicker.
Just gonna be people like, yeah, I'm rocking my invisible kicker jersey, and it's just gonna be shirtless. All right, Will, you're up again.
All right, at running back, I am going to go the Anthony route. I want a little more power as opposed to speed, and I am going to take a tank.
Oh yeah.
I don't know different types of tanks, so I will just take the best tank.
The best tank, okay.
So I'm more of a Jerome Bettis type.
Yeah.
Overall, I mean, we'll see what you guys draft at defenses, but good luck bringing down a short, squat, powerful tank.
Fair.
Yeah, I mean, can't argue that pick, really. I tank a tight end.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Yeah. I'm with Will. I prefer a running back I'd rather run through people than around them.
Yeah. We choose violence.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the sooner you score, the more likely you are to win. So, I mean, I think speed's more important.
It's a very condescending response, Chris.
Well,
I'm just saying you're wrong. And
yeah, but Chris, what happens? But Chris, what happens in the first play of every football game? They kick the ball.
Yeah. Plus,
That's
everyone's
true.
going to see that time.
Everyone knows that the most valuable position is related to who touches the ball the most. And definitely not the quarterback. It's the kicker.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I am going to take a quarterback here, though. I'm going to take a car with some speed and a car with some intelligence. I'm going to take the Batmobile.
That's what I was going to say.
It is a smart car. It's also heavily armored, so it can withstand stacks. And it shoots missiles, and it's stylish, which you like in a good QB. Batmobile, easy selection for me there at number 2.
So that's not the Batmobile from the series from the 1980s. go?
No, I think I would go from Batman,
Okay.
the Michael Keaton version, which is probably, let's see, something like this one.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
I think the one from the Christopher Nolan Batmans was the way to go, personally.
Oh yeah, the one where he's like leaning forward, and
Yeah.
that one. Yeah,
That
one's
one's
dope.
basically a tank in itself.
It is very tanky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like is it called like the Tumbler or something like that?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I wanted more style at QB. I think if I would have taken Batmobile at running back, I might have gone that route, but I want the big, flashy 80s.
So I'm going to go with a QB as well, and I'm with you, Anthony. You need speed, strength, but really you need intelligence. That's the most important aspect. We all know that the kickers are the most intelligent player, but second is the QBs.
Mm-hmm.
So my pick is actually going to be the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor.
God damn it! I fucking hate you.
I'm not a fan of our current Defense Department's budget, but this particular machine is amazing. And yeah, so I wish they were dropping flowers, but it's a machine.
All right, let's see.
Yeah. Do we have it up?
Oh, hey, look at that. It's
Wow.
not a car.
Yeah, and actually, David, I just want you to know this does have stealth technology. It's not invisible.
Yeah, that's one visible jet. I'm seeing that.
It's
Oh,
not
but look at
visible.
that. It kind of blends into clouds.
Yeah.
Oh, who's got the ball? Oh, that jet. I see it. Take it out.
It has pinpoint precision. What can I say?
The only thing precise is where you see it.
Got him.
Yep.
It's very precise at directly hitting civilians constantly.
Where?
Well, you said it. I didn't.
Yeah.
That's a morally ambiguous pick there, Chris.
All right, David, you are up. And
right.
Just as a heads up, we are halfway through the show nearly, and we have not completed round 2.
Okay, I'll be quick here. Wide receiver, somebody I need somebody with a lot of gas, somebody who can really jump out there fast, because that's what you want in a wide receiver. That's why I'm picking RC Car from Toy Story.
All right.
Yeah,
This is a pick I can get behind.
he's small. In a wide receiver, I don't need them to be big. I need them to be able to weave in between people, perhaps even right underneath them. RC Car, tiny little guy, a lot of heart. He's going to get out there and I think make a real difference. He's very small. Oh, yes.
He is small. He does run out of batteries at one point.
Well, that's why you huddle.
Every you huddle. You charge him in the huddle. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
I feel like you just step on him.
Well, he's too fast. You can't step on him. Plus, with the invisible jet there, I'm building a great team.
He does. No. What about the rockets that they attach to Buzz?
Yeah.
With RC, is that fair game?
I would say so. You can modify. You can modify RC Car. There's no rule against it, as far as I know.
That's right. That's right. We're going Airbud rules, which is there is no rule.
We are, yeah. So that's wide receiver. Next pick, I'm going to pick a quarterback because, I locked in the key position with the kicker, and now it's time to get the quarterback. And my quarterback, he doesn't need to play fair. In fact, if he plays dirty, I'm all for it. And that's why I want to pick the dirtiest vehicle in the game. That's Sebulba's Pod Racer.
Yeah. No, that's a good one. That's on my list.
Yep.
That's really good.
He really he's loud. You can really hear that engine crank. And Sebulba, he's going to make
Sebulba specifically.
Well, yeah, Sebulba's Pod Racer specifically.
Right.
We have a clip. Right. Yeah, now gone Sligo. Turns that guy, look at that, into the wall, turns him into Bantha Poodoo, just like that.
That's good.
Yep.
Shit, that's a really good pick, Dave.
Mm-hmm. Very happy with this.
Is that a wait? So is this pot? Is that a Ducati?
Well, Chris have to fill me in on that.
I'm not even going to comment on that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Chris.
All right. Yeah, so I'm going to go with, and this is actually usually how I draft. I always draft tight ends way before anyone else. So I'm going to draft my tight end next, and it's going to be the 1970 Dodge Charger from the movie Fast and Furious. It's a 528 cubic inch Chrysler Hemi, produces over 1,000 horsepower with nitrous. It's like 1,700 Rob Gronkowski's.
Here, I should be pulling up a clip here. Almost just search for Sebulba's 1970 Dodge Charger.
Yep.
Here we go. Okay.
Yeah, there it is.
That is a good one.
That looks powerful. I'd probably be scared of a person I saw driving this car.
Mm-hmm.
Corona.
Yeah. That's good. All right. Finally, that's the first vehicle I've recognized on Chris's team. So that's good. Good pick, Chris.
Thanks, Anthony.
Little visible. I'm gonna go for a visible kicker here. What do you want? What do you want in your kicker? You want something? You want a kicker that you can't miss. You know, when you want to be walking down the streets of Boston and you want to be like, oh shit, it's that kicker. That's cool. Which is why I'm going to draft the LL Bean boot car as my kicker. It is a 13-foot tall boot. I defy you all to pick a car that is a better kicker than this. I don't give a shit if you can see it coming.
Mm-hmm.
This thing is going to knock in every field goal. And not only that, if it breaks, you can return it and they'll fix it right away and send it right back. No questions asked.
I mean, and it's a foot, right? That's
right.
That's important.
That can't get good mileage. That can't get good gas.
It did say it was number one in miles per gallon.
That's cute. That's cute.
On the website.
A lot of tears if you miss the kick, though. I'll tell you that much. Ask Scott Norwood.
All right, Will, your pick on the turn.
Okay, all right, okay. Let's do it. Tight end. I'm taking after Chris. Round 3 is tight end time. But first of all, let's do a can check. What's everybody got?
I'm doing the do because I like to live my life 1/4 mile at a time.
David, what do you got?
I'm doing some chai tea in a Yeti. It's good stuff.
I'm drinking Coca-Cola, which is basically gasoline for the vehicles draft.
All right.
Will, what are you drinking?
I have a Dogs and Boats that my mom brought me when she came to visit this weekend.
Nice. All right, well.
Yeah, it's the only vehicle-themed beer that I had in the fridge. Okay. So at tight end, as I already teased, my pick is now going to be the Canyonero from The Simpsons.
Very good.
One of the original badass SUVs. I think it was even here before the Hummer. It even came with its own theme song that explained its specs. It was 12 yards long, 2 lanes wide, and 65 tons of American pride. And that sounds like Gronk to me, and that's who I want to tell you.
I love how Anthony spelled it. Canyon
Arrow. It's E-R-O.
Canyon Narrow. Beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah. So why tight end?
Well, you know,
as I think about it,
mostly because of its girth. It's a very thick car.
Okay.
Two lanes wide. I mean, You're going to try and line that up at wide receiver. Good luck getting in and out of breaks. But if you want him to block / be able to go down the middle of the field and catch the passes, I don't think you got a better option than throwing in the open sunroof of a Canyon Arrow.
God damn. If only it was invisible, it'd be unstoppable.
Well, it has night mode.
All right, Will, you're on the turn.
Oh, boy. All right. Let's see. I still need a wide receiver, a kicker, and a defense. Well, kicker is the least important position, so I'll wait till the end for that.
I'm feeling better and better.
Subtweet David to his face.
And then, okay, so let's go defense. I want something that's going to be really effective against all the various vehicles of different types that all of your teams have drafted. So a defense, I'm going to draft a red light.
Oh!
So, there's rules of the road, there's rules of the sky, there's rules of the water, but, pretty universally, red means stop. So good luck advancing down the field against my red light defense.
That's very good. Those are two great picks, Will. Canyon Arrow and a red light. I respect that. You'll never see my kicker, but still.
They'll have to stop. It's the law.
So here's the thing. I am also going to go defense. And that pick did take the thunder out of mine a little bit. But here's the thing. With lights, some people are colorblind. And if that's not correctly aligned, you don't know which one's red, which one's green. Which is why I'm going to go with a stop sign. Because everyone can see an octagon.
What about shape blind people?
That's not a thing.
What's the square? I don't know. I'm shape blind.
I think that's called dumb people.
Okay, come on, man.
I guarantee you my coach does not know what a square is.
It's true. And he wouldn't even be able to vocalize it if he could.
He wouldn't.
All right, I'm up. I'm going to go with wide receiver. I haven't drafted a wide receiver yet. So when I look at wide receivers, I am a big fan of like old school, like Deion Sanders, like just all the flash, all the glitz. You might call them, hot dogs. And so I'm going to draft Oscar Mayer Wiener Car as my wide receiver.
Departure.
What position was that?
Wow.
For wide receiver. Yeah.
Okay.
I also had him as a wide receiver.
Good. I mean, it's a long car. I mean, the reach that
Right.
that car has.
It's got range.
Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the slowest vehicle, though, of your team so far.
It's true. I'd probably, Ken Block would probably, Coach Block would probably supercharge it or something.
This is also
And then-
from Fast and Furious.
Yeah. And then I just imagine that like this is your team after every penalty. Matt, can you share my screen? This is just after every penalty. The guy just like, hey, we're all trying to find the guy that just blocked him in the back.
I think you're right.
And if you can get away with it, then props.
Okay, so next up, locked it in. I got a defense here. And in my defense, I'm going to need one that can really pinpoint the person out furthest ahead. Pinpoint, lock in, destroy. That's why I'm picking the blue shell from Mario Kart.
Good.
Immediate.
You'll never be burnt deep.
Exactly. Every single time it's going to get them. There's really no more devastating weapon, I think, than the blue shell. Look at that.
Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Great pick.
Thank you.
It is. You do only get to use your defense very sparingly, however. Does that concern you?
No. With all the points my kicker's bringing me, I don't really think that the defense is going to have to do that much. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Should I go? Okay, I got the next one here. Matt, if you want to bring that up. So I actually switched this. I originally had this listed as a tight end, but I'm going to switch him to a running back. And I need, like I was saying before, like with Will picking the tank, I need a running back that's tough, can really drive through the defense rather than around them. And that's why I want to pick the giant robot Impact from Mystical Ninja 64.
Please share a link. What?
I mean, you said
That's right,
words,
Impact.
but I didn't understand any of them.
I don't know if the clip played there. Did I miss it? There we go. Wait for it.
Looks like blockchain.
Yeah.
That
Was that a heart?
It is.
have we seen it yet?
You will in a second.
Okay.
Just 10 more minutes.
Wait, it's like a dude.
It's a giant robot.
Okay.
Piloted by the thief of legend, Goemon.
Is he on
Wait,
roller skates?
Yeah, he's on roller skates. We're about to see it. There we go.
Oh, wow.
Look at him. Plowing through that defense. Nothing can stop him. Look at that. Look, he's got the jumps.
He just destroyed a village of innocent people, I
He's a
think.
monster.
That's
He's worse than the F-22.
That's a village of your team.
We do have people expressing concern in the chat. So this draft was all vehicles. So I guess this technically counts. And then our defense could be literally anything that would stop vehicles. So by the letter of the law, David's last two picks both absolutely count.
But you can voice your displeasure in the poll by not voting for him and his invisible kicker.
Couldn't have said it better myself, Will. All right, back to Chris.
All right. So I'm going to draft my kicker in the 5th round. Now this kicker is visible to start out with. When I think about kickers, I think about being able to, be, the time that those snaps just like don't come out right. You got to like move around. You got to be agile. You got to be quick on your feet. And so I'm picking the BMX bike from the hit 1980s movie Rad.
Okay.
That bike right there. I actually owned that bike as a kid. That bike was also featured in the movie Rad. Key thing to know here, that bike actually was used in the high school dance in that movie. The culminating event, the main character actually dances with another girl at the high school prom on the bikes. And it's, I thought it was worth bringing up given Valentine's Day and everything. It's quite a sweet story. I'd recommend watching the movie anytime.
Well, Chris, with another controversial pick, considering that the movie Rad stars Lori Loughlin.
I was, gonna not comment on that, but now that you brought that up, it is true. She's in it.
I fucking destroyed that bike.
I wanted to bring some attention to a charity I started. It's the Lori Loughlin Innocence Project. So if you could all donate to our GoFundMe, we're going to make this ill right.
Here, okay. So we got, that's not the bike, but it's a bike from the movie that the bike is in.
There's a bunch of different bikes. He uses a lot of different ones. So.
Well, I don't want to watch this movie. I can tell you that much.
Okay. All right. I'm the clock here. I'm going to go with a tight end, and I'm going to draft the first. I think this is the first boat taking. I'm going to draft Codzilla as my tight end.
Ooh.
Interesting.
Let's see. It's 70 feet long. it's here it is. It's 70 feet of marine aluminum and bad attitude. Prowling the ocean with 2 turbocharged diesel engines, state-of-the-art water jets, and 2,800 horsepower. And its unique hull design makes it capable of thrilling 360-degree turns and spinning on a dime. Sounds like a great route runner, but it's also got the size and power for a tight end.
Question.
Yeah, it also carts around a bunch of really annoying rich white people. So
Hey,
it's the downside.
then your defense is going to want to stay the hell away from it.
Good question, Mr. Zonfrelli.
Yes.
When I drafted Ghost Ship at tight end in the Ghost draft, you questioned whether or not a ship would be able to play on the grass. So I now return the favor in asking how effective do you think a boat will be playing not on water?
Well, that was the Ghost draft, which I think that this being in the vehicles draft makes it a much more apropos selection. I think that there are a lot of, circumstances that we would allow. For instance, the RC car, given the rockets, I think that Godzilla, just, throw it on some wheels and let us see how it does. I think its size will make up for a lot, and I'm not too afraid of that.
Okay, just wanted to lay clear to the audience your lack of consistency on these picks, but I'll move on to mine. Okay, let's see. I got 2 left, and then I round up my team. It's going to be wide receiver, and it's going to be kicker. Okay, wide receiver. Let's get this out of the way. I'm going to take the Mach 5 from Speed Racer. Kind of surprised it made it this far, but undeniably one of the fastest machines that's ever graced God's earth or anime's earth, and in general, I think what do you want wide receiver most of all? You want speed, and I think he's going to get a ton of separation. And he doesn't play by the rules, so good luck defending him with a stop sign.
Fair point. Blue Shell will still get him though.
The fact that there are no objections lets me know how good of a pick that was. Okay. And I am going to move on to the 6th round and take my final pick. That's right, I get to wrap up my team last. And I'm going to go a little unconventional for kicker with some specific thinking behind it. I am going to take a Razor scooter at kicker expressly because of their proven ability to do tail whips, which will be incredibly effective at catapulting the ball directly through the uprights.
Okay. Are you afraid of the Razor scooter potentially damaging the shins of your other players?
Listen, there's a lot of concerns about every vehicle damaging the shins of every player on the field. I'll tell you this much. I'm certainly much more afraid of the Batmobile or Gravedigger damaging my team than a Razor scooter.
Yeah, I mean, my question is how many 7-year-olds' hearts do you have to break, Will? I mean, haven't you done enough, and you're going to take their Razor scooter too?
Of course I haven't broken enough 7-year-olds' hearts. I've barely gotten started breaking 7-year-olds' hearts.
Look, you're all talking about injury.
Imagine
I'm
the
not
force.
worried at all about.
Go ahead.
Good. You're talking about injuries. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all about the invisible jet getting injured. No one's going to find it.
I'm worried about Wonder Woman getting injured because I'm not going to see the invisible jet and I'm going to go to tackle it.
Okay. We're still, yeah. All right. I'll help you out. I will draft a car for my wide receiver to round out the team. What do you want in a wide receiver? You want height, you want reach, which is why I'm going to go with the stair car from Arrested Development.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's good.
Good question from Beef of Wellington addressing your last question, Anthony. Is the rest of the team just human football players? I think the answer is no.
I think it's definitely no. I think that was me just wanting to make fun of Will's Razor scooter.
It's not the same making fun of any pick that isn't the invisible kicker.
It's not. It's really not. We've tried.
All right. The stair car, though, is not exactly fast. You guys are drafting some slow wide receivers. I don't know.
Yeah, but, I mean, let's see. It's taller than say, a traffic light. They've smashed into them several times in the show. And it hasn't stopped at once. I'm more worried about a blue shell.
Yeah, that was a good pick.
That was a good pick.
Right.
Yeah.
Chris, you get to round out your team with your defense.
All right. Yeah. So I'm rounding out with the defense. Respectfully, red lights and also stop signs are things that we can choose to acknowledge or not. A blue shell will knock you out. So I'll give you that, David. But one thing that we know cannot be stopped is the Avengers. So I'm going to take.
What?
Hey, I got a lot of time.
I can't. Gracie in the chat is going to hate this pick.
And for my defense, folks, I'm taking a gun.
Yeah. Right. Oh my God. Okay.
I'm just
the
saying.
Avengers.
You got to stop these gargantuan machines, and stoplights and stop signs, red lights and stop signs aren't going to do it. So
Now, I will say, one machine nearly did destroy the Avengers in Ultron. Are you concerned about a team full of machines?
No, yeah, I was mostly thinking Doctor Strange would be kind of just, opening up those, time warp holes most of the time. So, they just like fall into the Sahara anytime they try to score. It wouldn't be good for viewership of the games, because the game
would just disappear.
Over.
They'll be like, oh my God, they're just all kickers, I guess.
Yeah.
Which Avenger do you think would be the most effective defender? Is it Hulk at nose tackle?
That's a great question. I mean, I think Hulk at nose tackle, and then Thor as a linebacker.
Yeah.
And who's the flying guy? Eagle.
Falcon?
What? Falcon. Thank you.
Iron Man.
Yeah, he'd be an awesome cornerback. I mean, the Avengers are set up to be a great defense. Let's just admit that.
They defend the universe. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, they could have been called the Defenders.
That's right.
Wow.
I want to address a quick point in the chat about whether the Pope Mobile would be a good QB because the Hail Mary would always be successful. And I would say if Hail Marys were always successful, then why is there so much pain and suffering in the world?
Good point.
That's also a great point. And also, why isn't the car more bitchin' than it is? It's just kind of just like a little bit taller of a regular car.
I mean, the answer to your question, Will, is free will. That's why.
David, you're up.
That's what I am,
Close up
baby.
your team.
Yeah, well, that's great logic there, Chris. What's a good defense? The Avengers. But I'll tell you, somebody who's stronger than the Avengers, somebody who's strong enough to take out Galactus on his own.
See himself.
Yeah, I'm the best defense. Oh shit, that's a great pick. But you know what? It's not me. Somebody strong enough to take out Galactus by himself needs one hell of a badass bike. And I'm going with an alternate here, Matt. If you can bring that up, I'm picking the Hell Cycle, Ghost Rider's motorcycle of choice.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
That's
a good pick.
Yep. He makes your Ducati look like a Poo-Cati, Chris.
Take that.
I'm not even going to respond to that.
The combined might of the Avengers cannot take on Ghost Riders.
Now,
weapons.
I believe. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that Ghost Rider might be officially the most selected pick on Boy Detectives.
Ghost Rider, really?
Ghost Rider was my
draft now.
Yeah, that was my running back in the Nick Cage draft. I believe he was Will's wide receiver in the Ghost draft. And now he's your tight end, or his motorcycle is your tight end in the vehicles draft. So that's 3 in 3 different positions.
It's versatile.
If you had told me when we started this show that we would have drafted Ghost Rider the most times of anything, I would have said, why are we still doing this show?
I would have said there's a flaw in the show. But here we are, and that rounds out the draft. Chris, would you do us the honors of just running through and giving us a recap of your team?
Yeah, sure. So again, I've got one of the best coaches around, Ken Block. At my running back, it is the best motorcycle money can buy, Ducati Superleggera. That Lockheed Martin is never going to miss. It always hits its target, whether or not it's ethical. We'll talk about that later. At tight end, hey, family and Coronas. What's better than getting together with your brother and drinking some beer? Driving a Dodge Charger. And then, going outside the box here, that Wiener mobile is going to catch a lot of passes because it's long and it's hot. And then
keep going, dude.
and the kicker, the BMX bike from Rad, because I was a little kid watching that movie and I just loved it. And of course, the Avengers are going to defend everyone. So I really, I really feel like I've nailed it.
Great job. All right, Will, your team.
Yeah, so for Lambeau Leap, coached by, if you're not first or last, Ricky Boggy, Shake and Bake. QB, we have the DeLorean, so we can, see the future come back and execute in the present. Running back, we've got the best tank. You find the tank that's the best. That's our running back. Good luck bringing them down with the Avengers. Tight end, we've got
defeat tanks all the time.
2 lanes wide and 65 tons of American pride, the Canyon Arrow. That's the Gronk of tight ends. At defense, I've got a red light. Good luck getting past a red light, guys. That's international law.
Yeah, I'm just going to drive through it.
Yeah, you're going to get arrested. A wide receiver, we have the Mach 5.
Strict refs, very strict refs.
The Speed Racer, Mach 5, the fastest car in all of the anime universe. I'm pretty sure I haven't read any anime. And again, we have a Razor scooter for the sick tail whips that are going to propel the ball right through the uprights.
Very nice. My team, the Dodge Rams, coached by none other than Sir Topham Hatt of Thomas the Tank Engine fame. We got Batmobile running the offense here, handing it off to Gravedigger, just an absolute powerhouse in the backfield. The Arrested Development stair car climbing the ladder on these deep balls. We got Codzilla stretching the steam with his size and speed combination. We have a stop sign as a defense, which is, I argue, more effective than your swaying ass red light. And at kicker, the best kicker in the league, the LL Bean boot. David, I dare you to challenge this team.
I will with my very effective team. The team of Angry David Furry Chode, coached by the legendary Coma Doof Warrior. He'll inspire everyone with his guitar riffs. My dirty playing quarterback, Sebulba's Pod Racer. My wide receiver, ton of heart, ton of gas, ton of energy, the RC car from Toy Story. My tight end, the Hell Cycle, the vehicle of the legendary Ghost Rider. My running back, the unstoppable giant robot Impact from Mystical Ninja. My defense, a blue shell from Mario Kart. And the star of the team, as my kicker, Wonder Woman's invisible jet. Angry David's going to the Super Bowl, baby.
The best first overall pick that could have been the wide receiver invisible jet. Doomed to a career as a kicker.
Quickly, was there anyone on your guys' boards that you didn't get a chance to draft, but in a different universe maybe you would have liked to draft? David, start with you.
Go ahead.
I would have liked to draft Sweet Tooth from Twisted Metal, the ice cream truck
the clown
by
thing?
the serial killer clown. Yeah.
Oh shit, that would have been a good pick.
Switch it up with the Hell Cycle instead.
All right, Chris.
Yeah, I honestly at wide receiver, I was going back and forth between the Wienermobile and the current motorcycle that I have, which is the Ducati Diavel 1260.
Oh, that's right. We never got your second Ducati.
Yeah, I think you have the right amount of Ducatis.
Yeah, I wanted to make sure that it was a good varied team, but that was
you made a smart pick.
Yeah, that was in my mind.
That's good. I almost went with Thunderquack from Darkwing Duck at wide receiver, but I decided to go Stair Car because it figured it was kind of in a similar vein as the Batmobile.
Yeah. And I wanted to find a place for the bus from Speed and the house from Up. The balloon house from Up.
Both very good.
I think the F-22 could shoot that down real fast.
They're in the Avengers.
The Avengers can pop balloons.
Quick, Avengers assemble against this house.
Dude, if Hawkeye can take down your offense, then with like an arrow.
That got to be reunited with his wife real quick. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to Chris and David for being on the show. This was a lot of fun, guys. Any last words?
I can't believe he picked an invisible kicker.
Yeah.
Check out Love the Battlefield Saturday at 8 on 2MB. That's it.
Sweet. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. Stay tuned for the stream. Right after this at 9 o'clock is going to be What's Going On? Just a roundtable of comedians talking about what's going on. We've been the Boy Detectives, and I wish we had a catchphrase.
You got to ask me if I want to say anything.
Oh, do you have any... Sorry. Do you have any final words? Like 85% of the time, it's no.
Okay. Well, last week...
Do you have any final words?
Yeah, tune in next week when we have Grace Lynn on. We're going to figure out what we're going to draft, but Grace contacted...
We're already drafting rodents.
What?
We already have rodents on the books.
All right, Grace, you're drafting rodents with us next week.
Perfect. We're Boy Detectives. I wish we had a catchphrase.